Morning, I'm Bill Jasper with the New American Magazine, and I have a very special guest this morning. He is now on a nationwide speaking tour all summer long into the fall. Alex, it's good to have you with us this morning.
Hey, thank you for having me, Bill. It's great to be with you.
And tell us about your tour. This is pretty exciting. Now, you're going to be going to how many states?
At last count, I think we've got maybe 32 or 33. There's a few still missing from the official schedule because we're waiting to nail down the details. But yeah, we're looking at more than 30 states.
And, tell us briefly why you're doing the tour and what it is you're going to be covering.
Well, the long story short is that we want to rescue millions of children from an indoctrination that will cripple them not just as people but as citizens able to sustain this experiment in liberty that our founding fathers bequeathed to us, and as members of churches, right? Because right now the government schools are systematically indoctrinating and dumbing down the children, turning them against their parents, against their families, against their churches, against their country, against the founding fathers of our country, against our Constitution and our freedoms. And our republic will not survive too far into the future if we allow this to continue. So I'm going to be sounding the alarm, urging parents to protect their children, urging grandparents to help their children protect their grandchildren, and also urging pastors, rabbis, priests, religious leaders to warn their flocks, warn their congregations that there's a catastrophe that we are heading towards right now, full speed ahead, and we have got to get off these tracks if we hope to maintain our freedoms and our faith and our families.
Well, and this is something that hasn't just happened overnight, right? I mean, this isn't something that's even happened just over the last decade. This has been going on for a long time. It's just been now accelerating, correct?
That's right. And actually, I have here in front of you a copy of a special report in the New American that came out in August 8th, 1994, written by you, Bill Jasper, and many other very capable writers, including Charlotte Iserbyt and Sam Blumenfeld, some of the leading education researchers in the country, exposing this stuff and exposing how dangerous it was to our freedom. So, readers of the New American have been aware of these things for a long time. And now we're seeing the fruits of what you guys warned about back when I was still in elementary school coming to fruition right now. And it is bad.
Very quickly, just give one example out of many. There are many things besides the dumbing down to where our kids are not learning anything of the basic 3 R's. But what are some of the most dangerous things that are happening widespread in the schools now that wouldn't have even been imagined a decade ago?
Well, for example, you guys had no idea about the transgender revolution, right? And now they have drag queens dressed up with demon costumes coming into schools and reading, homosexual stories to little children. And now a recent study out of the University of California at Los Angeles found that more than 27% of California children, ages 12 through 17, are gender non-conforming. So they're boys who don't recognize their boys or girls who don't recognize their girls. And that's just a sampling of what's happening here, Bill. It's a catastrophic.
Alex, we're going to have information put on the screen here showing all your speaking engagements to find out more about that. And your new book or your reprinting of your book, Crimes of the Educators, will be available on the tour as well. Thank you, Alex. Good luck.